How y'all doing, family? How you doing? We are right back at it, cooking up these markets. It's your boy, Chef Relly. For those of you who do know, I ain't doing nothing here, but coming up here, bringing you guys some facts of what's going on. Because a lot of people nowadays, I ain't gonna call you lazy, but you don't want to do the research yourself. So here ain't nothing more but some free game right here for you. Now we're gonna listen to my man Gary Vaynerchuk. I hope I'm saying his name right. I suck at pronouncing people's names. I hope I'm saying it right. But hey, he's a pretty smart guy. He knows what he's talking about nonetheless. If you don't know who he is, though, look him up on your own time. So, like I always say, do your own due diligence. I'm not the best explainer out here. And if you've seen the last video, we was talking about NFTs and the utility case of them moving towards the future. Everything in the market is at a bottom right now. I normally start off with the psychology of a market cycle to prove and to show you exactly where we are at the moment in the markets. But just, like either do your own due diligence or take my word at it. We are either at the bottom or very, very close to it, and that's within every market itself. NFTs, crypto, you just want to look at Bitcoin, Shiba, XRP, Cardano, it doesn't matter what it is. Doge, Elon, meme coins, anything. We're pretty close to the bottom. So we're going to listen to what he has to say about non-fungible tokens moving forward in the future. Let's go ahead and let's take a listen.
The NFT technology is remarkable. It's insane because the first year of people discovering it, their scammiest friend made $83,000 selling a penguin with a penis in its eye. Of course normal people don't get it. They're right. It's the same reason people didn't get the internet in 99. You had normal people saying, how the hell is pets.com worth $85 billion? They haven't sold any stuff yet. I'm not even sure chewy.com has that valuation, Mm-hmm. So because they're right. The greed took over. The short-term flipping took over. And that shadowed the incredible, black and white of the incredible technology infrastructure of a global scaled ledger that can affirm ownership, that can unlock everything.
NFTs took the crypto world by storm in 2021 with some jaw-dropping sales. One of the most notable being Beeple's Everyday's The First 5,000 Days, selling for 38,525 ETH, which at the time was $69.3 million in March of 2021. The NFT craze attracted Hollywood celebrities, music artists, and social media creators, as the technology was predicted to transform the relationship between entertainers and fans. But in addition to celebrities and entertainers, NFTs also attracted scammers, creating an unfortunate reputation for itself as a means of making a quick buck without providing much utility. Since the start of 2022, NFTs are down 97%, causing many pundits and analysts to raise the question, are NFTs dead? Social media and business magnate Gary Vaynerchuk, better known as Gary V, went headfirst into NFTs, creating one of
Vaynerchuk. Vaynerchuk,
the more successful collections, VeeFriends, which brings to life his ambitions of building a community around his creative and business passions, using NFT technology and their smart contract capabilities. By owning a VeeFriend NFT, you immediately become part of the VeeFriends community and get access to VeeCon. As a guest on the Bankless podcast, Gary V discussed the state of NFTs and why it's way too early to call it dead. Gary was an early investor in many heavy-hitter technologies such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Venmo, Snapchat, Coinbase, and Uber, and he states most of these companies did not show promise in the first 24 months. So to write off NFTs, it's just way too early. Gary stands behind the technology and believes in due time, those who understand it will reap huge benefits. But before we listen to Gary, if you're new to the channel or not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button as we put out daily content to keep you updated on the current market and news.
Look, I said my piece. I put out an obnoxious amount of content in the height of the height of the height. I have unlimited receipts of saying that.
Not care.
99% of the projects that were booming in the boom were going to zero. So why I believe that? Because I saw the behaviors. I felt it was internet stocks. I mean, I said it constantly. So what I've been doing is the thing I said I was going to do, which is operate and work. I've built a 45, 50 person team. I've got another 30 hires. I have meetings every day. I raise capital from Andreessen Horowitz because I want to be around. I don't know how, look, we're in a bear market. I don't know who's excited. Forget about crypto. Is anybody paying attention to the severity of the war in Europe, the macro politics there, the inflation, the underlining reports from FedEx, housing's about to crash. I really believe that. A lot of companies, consumer confidence is down. And so, I don't know, like, I don't expect the great winter, you know? And so like, it's not like this, my stock portfolio doesn't look good either compared to last summer. And my trading cards don't look great. And I don't know what, you know, people expect. Like the economies don't go on forever, right? And so they have to play with money they can afford to lose. It's a volatile asset right now. When this becomes normalized, you know, of course, but I also think it changes in certain projects. Like it has to be able to do something. It can't be a speculative thing. This is why I've always liked NFTs. I understood that the entrepreneurs could create the thing it does, right? Like, whereas with you know, and currencies can too, but I just think too many people relying on comic book and art and toy flipping and baseball cards, not enough on operational business. Like you need to think like Amex Black Card and Chase Rewards and Live Nation and Topps and Mattel. Like you have to think bigger business. You know, my energy is very matter of fact, man, because like it's almost as if nobody heard all the logical conversation of last year from me or anybody else, right? Like, yes, this is one of the biggest technology shifts of the human race. But everything was so caught up in the short-term flip game that it just clouded. Yes, to your point, if you have Google alerts on NFT right now and you read what's happening day to day, you would be bullish. You're not bullish because you bought a NFT for $8,000 that's now trading at $600 and you're mad. And you're supposed to be mad, I get it. But I hope that you're also mad at yourself that you knew you were taking a risk. Like, don't be mad at anybody but yourself kind of thing. Accountability is important. Like, I have a ton of things that have gone poorly and I'm like, ugh, I got caught up, I got excited. But I also was buying for different reasons. I was trying to learn. This is why I was petrified. The only thing I tweeted more than 99% of going to zero was don't buy what I'm buying. Because I knew I was buying things because I wanted to learn how people were going to do things. And if it was in my wallet, see if they, like, I was in discovery mode, supporting people that I just met on Twitter because I want to. That's not a good investment thesis. You know, I like this person, I want to support their art. Like, you know, so, but there's a lot of things that quote unquote need to be built. Warm wallets, right? Like, you know, like are starting to bloom. Like there's just a lot of cool stuff, like unlimited stuff, like NFT readers. QR readers are nice now, right? Credit card with chip readers are nice right now. Both those didn't exist 10 years ago in America. Europe on the QR, on the chip, right? Like that stuff's way better. And so like, we need more of that, right? We need, like, could you imagine you have an NFT, there's a replicant made that can sit in a hot wallet that doesn't allow somebody to steal your actual NFT, that's validated, that you go to Madison Square Garden right there, I'm looking at it. And if you own the Common Sense Cow, you can see the Cows, the hottest band in the world, perform. I'm making up that the Cows are now a hot band, you know, but like, you know, there's so much. And wait to Apple and Facebook and Google. Like, look, the conversation isn't about the underlying tech or the smart strategic operations. It's about speculation of pricing. It's almost like everyone's paying attention to the value of the comic books, not the ability to print, you know, paper. if paper wasn't invented yet, like, you know, the analogy is like everyone's worried about, you know, it's why Wall Street fucks me up. Like everybody worrying about the stock price. All my clients at VaynerMedia, have worse businesses than they could because they all care about their stock price every 90 days instead of building a real business. And so I think that's my hope, that more operators focus on not so many, you see this, you guys are paying attention. So many projects are doing such short-term things to appease a small percentage of people in their Discord who are fudding, who don't necessarily aren't necessarily doing the wrong thing. They're worried about their self-interest. They should, they're human beings, but that's a bad job by the operator. Can you imagine every head coach in sports listening to the crowd and making his or her decisions on the next play based on that?
To watch the full interview, check out the link in the description.
That's a good point. I play sports. They'll never listen to the crowd. But it's my man Gary right here. It's giving you guys pretty much the rundowns of what NFTs can be for in the future. Now, like I said, no financial advice, only education, entertaining education that brings information from nothing but the best people out here in the game. So please do your own due diligence. And with that being said, I appreciate everybody who stuck to me through the end. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Just please get this chat box going, everybody. And I appreciate everybody who is in here. Like I said, blessings everywhere. Thank y'all very much.